Hello folks, welcome to another round of Modern. We have Spencer Williams on Mono Blue Tron versus Emil Vasco on Orzhov Midrange, or Black-White Midrange, however you want to refer to it as. Both these decks are pretty cool, doing things that you don't typically see in the format right now. Mono Blue Tron is a variant of Tron that's been around for a good while, and it occasionally pops up. It doesn't do all the same things that Green Tron wants to do. Your turn 3 play isn't Karn liberated. And you're not relying on the big Carny boy. Now, Emil's going to shock in a Godless Shrine here. Cast a Thoughtseize. Looking at Spencer's hand, we can see 2 Relic Progenitus, 2 copies of Repeal, one of which got taken away. An island, and I believe those were both power plants. It could have been a power plant in mine, but yeah, we're going to lead on a power plant into a Relic Progenitus, exiling that Thoughtseize from the graveyard. Emil's deck is just kind of like it's like black-white value. There's Dark Confidants in the deck, Dolphy Voidwalkers, which we can see right there. Playing a Silent Clearing, so you're going to take 1 damage there.
Play mine.
I apologize for, I'll probably be sniffling a little bit in this video. My sinuses are a little bit clogged. It's a great time, let me tell you. It's got a second Relic of Progenitus coming down here. Now, if I'm not too familiar with the Mono Blue, the Blue Tron deck, I believe it's like main win condition typically is using like Mindslaver to just kind of combo kill people. But I could be wrong. I haven't played it before in my life, let me tell you. And I actually don't think I've ever played against it. We have a couple people who come to the shop and occasionally play it. Spencer, I think, usually has it with him. Whether or not he actually decides to play it, who knows? I mean, he's also a big Yawgmoth gamer. Alright. Second Dolphy Voidwalker coming down. And then another Thoughtseize here. Emil's going to take a damage from the Silent Clearing and pay 2 life for that Thoughtseize as well. The cool combination with these cards is that everything that gets sent to Spencer's graveyard now, that Dolphy is on the board, it gets exiled with a Void counter on it. And Emil can tap his Dolphy to use that card. A lot better against regular Tron, because you can hit stuff like Karn the Great Creator, Ulamog, Ceaseless Hunger, Ceaseless. Oh my god. It's been so long since I've been Ulamog. What the hell is the name at the end of its name? It doesn't matter. It's a 10-truck Ulamog. And you just get to do some great stuff. Have you ever Ulamogged your opponent, your Tron opponent on turn 3? It's pretty good. Alright, so I'm going to attack it in for 6 here. The Dolphys are 3/2s with Shadow, meaning they can only block and be blocked by creatures with Shadow. Spencer has a mine and a power plant in play, and a really nice looking island. That is one of the Italian islands. You know, taking some damage here still. That Silent Clearing has put some work in on him. Maybe a Giver of Runes as well. Just playing Urza Saga. This deck list is honestly really cool. Last week he played, when I chose to put him on camera, I thought he was playing the deck he'd played the week before, which was like a mono-white person deck with Uba Mask. And I was like, oh, this would be really cool. And I was like, can I see your deck? And I started thumbing through it. I was like, that's a Dark Confidant, there's a Dolphy. These are definitely not like mono-white cards. What's going on here? And it's cool. I mean, Dolphy Voidwalker beatdown is definitely a thing. I don't know what all of his Saga targets are. I imagine there's a Shadow Spear in the deck. Just because, you know, it's one of those cards that you have to play, I feel like. If you're like a creature deck playing Shadow Spear, or playing Urza Saga, playing a Blast Zone, comes in with 1 counter on it. He will be able to tick that up, I believe, during Emil's turn. How much mana is it to Blast Zone? Again, a card that it's been, I think it's even been a while since we've had a Blast Zone on camera. Okay, so yeah, it enters the charge counter, and then it's XX, put X charge counters on it. So he can put 1 counter on it, and then 3 mana to pop it. I'm playing the Urza's Tower for play, or for his land for a turn. Good lord. Drink more coffee before talking about magic cards. So he's able to use the tower to activate the Blast Zone here, which will pop all the Dauthi Voidwalkers, which is a solid place to be in. However, he isn't in the greatest spot right now. Because even if you pop the Voidwalkers, Giver can attack in for 1, Emil can make a Construct, and then the Construct itself will be lethal, as long as he, gets something off of the 3rd chapter ability of the Urza Saga. Cool. So there goes the Dauthi Voidwalkers, all getting popped here.
Would get XL too.
Spencer has access to 5 mana, so if he has a card in the Great Curator in his hand, which it looks like he does, he can cast it and then go find something, but I don't exactly know if there's anything in his board that'll get him out of here.
Karn?
Alright, 4 mana cast Karn. Alright, immediately goes to Wish with Karn. Get a little bit of a peek at the sideboard here. He's looking at a Pithing Needle. I saw Engineered Explosives, a couple other things. Alright, plays Pithing Needle. Emil makes a Construct to respond.
Maybe he doesn't do it.
And that's going to be game 1, going to Emil on Black White Midrnage. We'll be right back with game 2 in just a second, folks.
Yeah, I mean, cracking the bus in there, obviously.
And we're here at game 2. Spencer's going to lead on an island. And he's going to pass his turn.
I'm not rushing the Tron.
Tron deck. Yeah, it's the Tron deck. The blue Tron deck is a lot more interactive than its green counterpart. Now you don't get the big bombs that we talked about earlier with Karn and Great Curator. I wonder if they play Wormcoil Engine. I feel like you probably could. At least there's like a Karn target on the board. Here's a Giver of Runes off of a Silent Clear. That's going to go to 19. Right, 2 mana. Play a Talisman of Dominance. To tap it for a colorless and play an Expedition map. Bill's going to fetch here with a Martial Arts, which was the fetch land that I could not remember when I was talking to a customer the other day. I rattled off the other 4 enemy fetches, and I was like, oh god, there's a black-white one. I can't remember the name. The customer had a good time laughing at my expense, not remembering what the land was called. And I understand.
We just gotta get like some tacky and just put them down.
I think using the new Crypt Sleeves from Dragon Ship, the duels, there is a Dauthi Voidwalker coming out here. Big fan of the dual sleeves. Really happy with them. At least the patches that I've gotten, they shuffled well. There's an Eldrazi Temple. They shuffle well. The colors are nice. The peach ones are amazing. Definitely recommend it if you haven't got any of them. Alright, there's an Urza Saga coming down here. 1 mana Thought to see. Oh, we're going for a Duress. Not a card you typically see in Modern right now. Or really any constructed format. Of the main constructed formats. It is sometimes a sideboard piece in Legacy. There's a Reband. I'm going to put that back in hand. Spencer's going to draw a card. That Reband is going to get exiled to the Dauthi Voidwalker. Like, I imagine that our rest will just get played again. We're going to see Repeal, Karn the Great Creator, and a Trinket Mage. Trinket Mage able to tutor for a... Oh, is that this 2 or less one? It tutors for an artifact when you play it. I just don't remember if it's CMC 2 or less. I think that's the 2 or less one. There's another one that's like, it searches 1 or less. It could be reversed. I briefly played the card in a, there's like a variant of Titan that was playing Gretchen Titchwillow, and you could like draw your entire deck, play Thassa's Oracle off of her ability if you had 2 amulets in play. It's a fun deck. Definitely worth definitely a good like FNM level deck if you ever just like want to play a weird combo deck in Modern.
I think I have 1 extra. No, actually I have the playset.
You 2 lose to instant interaction, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't think you could beat a Solitude. But
have they spiked
it's
in
all
value
good.
at all, or they just maintain?
So the rest here, I think you It's either the repeal or the Karn the Great Creator, obviously, but I'm pretty sure Karn's the correct one.
With everything else. These are.
Repeal's just unfortunately not going to do a lot in this situation.
Yep.
Repeal.
Repeal. Sorry.
And repeal, in case you don't know, is an instant. It is X in blue. Return target non-land permanent with converted mana cost X to its owner's hand, and you draw a card. Really good against the Urza Saga tokens. You just kind of 1 mana bounce them. Good against the element or the elemental tokens that Titania produces if you're against or 4-color, and they're on Titania. I know some people don't play her too much anymore, but I'm a big fan of that card. I like making 5/3s whenever you fetch.
Grab tower.
Alright, cracking the map, going to get an Urza's Tower. That will be the first Tron land of the game.
And does sacking this let you cast it as part of the resolution, or does it let you cast it until end of turn?
Resolution.
Okay, so it's not, you can't my turn. Well, I guess if it was an instant, you could, but yeah.
No, I can.
I think
play
they are
anything at it's,
trying to figure something out about Dolphy Voidwalker,
If
if
it
I
says
remember
until end
correctly.
of turn, then it's not like it gives the spell.
I forget what the question
That's
was. There's a
what-
chance that you
like, you
can
can't
hear it
instant speed
from the audio
You may play it this turn.
underneath.
So
Yeah.
You can,
No. So if it says cast this,
Going
cast
to
a
get an
spell,
English
that's when you get to put
translation
on
of the
stack,
card,
but since it
as
says
Emil
play,
has,
what happens is it gets sacked, and then you get
ooh,
to you have a
Chinese
go
simplified.
Draw for turn.
Tower's going to go to hand. We're going to draw for turn.
I'll keep drawing.
Because I draw this card, so then I draw a card, and that says draw a card, so then I drew a card.
Play tower.
Now, when I drew the card, I got this, and it's +5 if it's dark, which it is. So this is 10, and 10 lets me...
This Giver Runes also just makes the repeal bad. If it targets a creature, you could just give her in response. Unless you go to bounce to give her. That is an option, but I don't know if it's a good one. Alright, paying 4 mana for a Karn the Great Creator.
Sure.
Gonna sack Dolphy for a remand. Gonna draw a card.
Pass turn.
And now I have to set the dark to 3.
Draw for turn. Trigger that Urza Saga.
And at that point in time, there was no...
Emil actually doing it properly, which is cool. A lot of people just auto take up their Saga because they just assume it happens. You could, in theory, respond to it. There's another duress. I imagine taking that Karn the Great Creator. Leaving us with second tower? Yeah, it has to be a tower art. Repeal and the Tribute Mage.
There's so many
Trinket
different...
Mage. I have to make sure I know which one it is.
Yep.
I think it's Trinket, because Tribute's the one for Modern Horizons 1. Yeah, Trinket Mage. And this one gets the CMC 1 or less artifact.
Tap. Keep draw. Nine for turn.
Okay, never mind. I was doing all of those things, but that's not what happens. Okay. So there's one.
We have 6 available mana to us here.
So I got this guy. And this bystander lets me draw 2 cards and then discard a card. Wow, my turn is not over. And draw 2 cards.
Alright, here comes the Mage. Gonna tutor.
Artifact with CMC 1.
One or less.
Basically, Urza Saga.
Now, one of the cool things is that because it's 1 or less, you can go get artifacts like Engineered Explosives or Chalice of the Void, which Spencer's holding right here, as their XX, and, you know, technically their CMC is 0.
Lets me KO.
Anywhere but the stack, I'm pretty sure.
Grabby. Pass turn.
Alright, goes and gets EE.
And that is the end of my turn.
Interestingly, just passing the turn and not playing the EE out.
Still end of turn.
Nathan, focus on what you have.
I need to buy construct tokens and just keep them.
In your hand.
keep them with the stuff.
Actually, I want to respond to the guy.
When people use
I want to
dice,
respond to
it
making the guy.
makes me sad.
Sure.
I tease my coworker for it all the time.
Go to 19. Repeal giver. Sorry.
Right, we're going to, in response to the Urza Saga activation, repeal the Giver of Runes. Going to push it back, draw a card.
You're good.
We're going to untap here.
Make another dude.
Sure. 3 mana, gonna make a construct. Going to go tutor a,
Oh, I see what's happening.
looks like a Shadow Spear. He just moved to the top, or to the bottom.
That's a 1 and gain a turn.
Leave all you know is one.
Fantastic card. Shadow Spear is so good.
No, because you didn't understand what I said. You advanced the light twice. So you did that.
Goes and gets a Pithing Needle. I don't remember what he calls here.
Naked. Leave it be.
However, of the available things that we have seen, Karn the Great Creator is probably the most likely. He could also have called Karn Liberated. I vaguely remember Karn Liberated getting mentioned.
Okay.
You could also call Ugin the Spirit Dragon. That's probably a big one. And I'd be very surprised if Blue Tron doesn't play Ugin.
I'll attack you for 3.
Ugin is in fact still a powerhouse card. Going to attack into the 3/3 construct. Going to block one with the Trinket Mage, repeal the other.
So these will trade.
Gets the draw. The Mage will kill the other one. And looks like Emil's debating on a 1-mana play.
Inquisition.
Alright, there's an Inquisition on Kozilek. We see EE, a Karn, and a Spreading Seas. I imagine the EE is going to get... you know, he could take the Spreading Seas. Because if you take EE, Spencer just casts Spreading Seas targeting the Urza Saga and kills it. And gets to draw another card. I don't know. The EU will also pop the constructs, but like it doesn't. I'm like, genuinely not sure which one's the correct one there. I think it might be the Spreading Seas. Right. Shocks at a Gala Shrine, plays a Giver of Runes. There is a Spreading Seas coming down here.
Spreading seas.
Targeting the Urza Saga. The Saga will die. Spencer will draw a card. And be curious as to why the Saga will die. It's similar to Blood Moon and Alpine Moon, as it is a type changing effect. So what it'll do is it'll make it into an island, and then because of the way the sagas work, since its max amount of chapter abilities, at that time it'll die to game state. A card that was definitely... Spreading Seas was a card that was heavily played for a good chunk of Modern Horizons 2 format. Not that like we're not in Modern Horizons 2 format still, but Blue Light Ritual was playing 2 to 4 copies of the card for a little bit there, along with Chalice in the main board, which like I really dug those versions of the deck. Not gonna lie to you. But I think now, I don't think Spreading Seas is getting played anymore. We're gonna play Silent Clearing, sack a Silent Clearing. Tax Karn for 1 of the Giver. The Giver is on the move. That Pithing Needle is definitely not on Karn the Great Creator. Have we assembled Tron finally? No, I think we're still one piece off. That tower looking thing is secretly another one.
Here's what you do. You have 4 damage, Nathan. This guy is only 3 because he gets extra attack points for dark, but it's not dark, so this is only 3. So what can you do?
Alright, 6 mana coming down here. Looks like a 3/3 Walking Ballista.
Take up target nothing. Here you go.
Ticks up the Karn. Emil's going to use the Path of Exile in his hand.
Where she lets you discard a card.
Targeting the Ballista, gonna shoot the Giver. You shoot the giver,
Path results.
then probably just lets the path result to go get another basic.
And that's me.
Like, there's an argument, I guess, to shoot Emil for a damage here. But I think in the long run, the additional mana is going to be better for Spencer. Especially because he doesn't have Tron online yet. I don't think he has the other one in hand. I could be wrong, but
Wanted to draw a card.
I'm pretty sure it's not there.
We're good.
Right, Emil, sack and sound clearing, drawing a card. Honestly, the sack lands from Modern Horizons 1 are such a cool cycle of lands. The canopy lands. I hope they finish the cycle soon. Because we need what, the rest of the allied ones? Because we just have Horizon Canopy, I'm pretty sure.
I could just spike it.
Is that a 1 for?
Yeah, you only ever play it as a 1.
Honestly, I'm really surprised they didn't decide to finish the cycle in Modern Horizons 2. They could be saving it for the Lord of the Rings set, which, let me tell you, is a set I am not excited for. But it's a thing. Alright, we're calling the Great Creator. Going to buy back that Walking Ballista because it is in exile. Which is one of the coolest things that you actually can do with Great Creator. Because a 4/4 Ballista. Going to immediately get hit with a path. And I'm pretty sure this time you just pull all 4 counters off and shoot Emil in the dome.
You're at
I wonder how it works with Karn and the Void
I didn't know if you
counters.
ticked it,
Can
right?
you
I'm just making
pull
sure.
things that are
making sure
exiled
that, like,
to Dolphy's effect?
Yeah, I have it on there.
Yeah, you're good.
I kind of would like to read both of those cards. I would like to know how that interaction works.
Brutal amount of lands.
You may choose an artifact you own from outside the game or in exile. Okay.
Keep drawing those.
Dolphin Voidwalker.
I mean, it's not the worst.
Yeah, no.
If a card would be put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, instead exile it with a void counter on it. Yeah, I think you would be able to use Karn to pull back stuff exiled with Dolphy. So grabbing the Ballista is definitely a lot better than grabbing the Expedition map here. But yeah, that's actually pretty interesting.
Take up target, nothing. Chalice on 1.
Alright, here's a Chalice of the Void down on 1.
Transmute to Hilarious.
Transmutes a Teleria West. Not something I think I've ever seen a deck that's not Titan do. I definitely just saw an Ugin the Spirit Dragon in his hand. Or not in his hand, in his deck while he was thumbing through it. It also briefly looked like he had like actual factual counterspell on there, and I kinda love that.
List on 2.
Alright, transmutes for a Walking Ballista, cast the Walking Ballista.
Grab the list off those.
Hilarious. And pass turn after that.
End of turn. I'll make a guy.
Yep.
Gonna make a Constructor. Going to make a second Construct.
Yep.
So now he has 3/3s, and then we have the third chapter ability. Sacrificing to go find
Let's go put these right.
an artifact with 1 or 0 CMC. Or however it's specifically worded, because you can't go get like engineered explosives off of it. It has to actually be a 1 or a 0 in the top right. There's a Shadow Spear. Isn't the greatest target. It might be the only thing left in this deck. He unfortunately just can't activate it while there's a Karna on the board. And he only has 1 attacker this turn, so Spencer can chump block with the Ballista. There's an Herbal, Tomb of Yawgmoth.
Swamp.
You go to 8.
Yep, attempting to activate Shadow Spirit, but he can't.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Karn.
That's right.
Which is all good. We will rewind that play. Looks like Emil just has lands in hand.
I will attack both.
Yep, constructs are 4/4s.
One just entered this turn, right?
One just did, yeah. Sorry.
You're good, you're good.
Goes to attack Karn with the one that's not
block
summoning
with
6.
Ballista, just send 2 at the
Ballista
head.
will jump ahead, shoot 2. Putting Emil to 7.
Grab some dice that you can actually denote if you're tapping.
How big can he can what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He can make a 4/4 ballista if he down ticks a card for it. Not having that Tron land. It's mighty unfortunate. I think if he has the third Tron land, he has enough mana to wish for ballista, make a massive ballista, and shoot him in.
Give me your cards.
Take that.
Down ticks card. Goes and grabs a Sundering Titan, okay. At least that's what the plan looks like. Yeah, grabbing Sundering Titan.
Do you want my help, Nathan? Is that what you're asking?
Can I read the Titan? Unless you're about to cast it.
Plays another tower. Plays a Sundering Titan. Putting it in reach for Emil to immediately read. Which is understandable. So Sundering Titan, when it enters the battlefield, Spencer can destroy lands of each basic type that are on the board. So it'll be plains, island, and swamp. Spencer will have to pop one of his basic islands,
So
and
pretty
then
much what
Emil
I'm saying
has
is, you
2
want to
lands.
sack this.
Probably the Urborg and the Godless Shrine.
I don't target.
Because
So
Emil
once
should
you
probably
really
sack that in response to draw a card, which I think Spencer is explaining there.
Trigger. Alright, I'm going to choose Island, Plains.
This one gives you plus if you have any more of these.
Island, Plains, yeah, Swamp, these 3. So these 3. No. You only lose 2. I choose one of each type.
Okay.
So I can only choose Plains or Swamp for you, and I have to choose an island for me. I can't choose a forest or a mountain because we don't have them. So I'm going to choose these 2 to get blown out because you have Plains and
So
Swamp.
you either have 4
And I'll pass it to you.
right? Or you can discard this, and you discard this. You have 4 plus, you discard this, or you have 3 this.
Passes over to Emil.
You can use this way to draw a card.
Plays another Silent Clearing. Going down to 6, plays the Dolphy Voidwalker out.
That says you can draw a card and you have another one of these, and you do. So we're gonna do that. And if it's dark, you get plus, and it lets you activate dark abilities. This gives you plus 1 for every villain in Sunny World. So
Combat.
right now you have
Sector 7.
2,
Tax into the Titan.
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8
Here you go.
attacks, right? Because she lets you so then let's read what this one says. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck.
Alright, there's an Urza Saga.
Alright, the dead boy down. You get to keep your watchers or potential players.
I'll quick onto these 2.
Sure.
I'll attack you for 4.
Moves the Shadow Spear onto the Dolphy, can attack him for 4.
So you have how many watchers? Give them here.
I'll discard Arwara.
It's going to channel an Odawara, bouncing the Dolphy to hand, and Emil's just going to pick it up. Spencer will take game 2, and we'll be right back with game 3 in just a second, folks.
So
Interesting.
you have
Are people in Twitch chat?
attack. We're not. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You didn't post the video. I was playing that weird Slogger deck, and then I
And
just
we're
got,
back with game 3. Got Emil on the play
I got
here, going
Thoughtseize. I
Silent
got
Clearing
just
to give
some
it
Thoughtseize
runes.
to Oblivion.
Going down to 19. Spencer leads on a power plant into an expedition map. I think that's power plant. The old arts for power plant in mine can be confusing sometimes. The one mine art looks like power plant, I think. Or it's the other way around. Alright. Emil's going to fetch out a swamp here. Should be going to 18, not 17, unless I'm missing something. Alright, 19.
Wrench mine, wrench mine,
Yeah.
wrench mine, wrench mine, wrench mine.
Interesting.
We're just cheating.
There's
That's
a.
not wrench mine.
Oh god.
Yep, trigger results.
I can't remember the name of it. Black white. You look at your opponent's hand. You get Tide House.
Draw the
No,
Gemstone
that's not
Cavern
it.
for turn 1. Draw.
Oh, you drew, yeah.
Bad feels. Bad feels. I would love to have this Condescend up on 1. That would have been awesome.
Oh, it is Tide House color. Go me. Yo, there's a FNM promo version. This card looks cool. Oh, the zombie. I didn't know that.
Yeah. At least you're still like.
When Sculler enters the battlefield, opponent removes their hand, you choose a non-land card, exile it, and then when the Sculler leaves the battlefield, the card goes back to the hand.
Very good.
Turn. Get it. Play out Awara. Your go.
Tax in for 2 here.
Something's going on over there.
Swing 2.
Take 2.
Takes it down to 18. Going to cast a Inquisition of Kozilek. Or Kozilek.
I'll go to 16.
This is going to tap a mana. Pay 4 life here for Dismember. However, Emil can activate the Giver of Runes to get protection from black.
I can't pay attention. Alright, I'll lose. You got me.
I'll take the Columbus.
Onboard combat tricks. Been getting me since 2004.
Right, Inquisition resolves. We have Relic, Spreading Seas, one of the Urza lands, Eldrazi Temple.
Play Relic. I'll have you exile. Go.
Attack it in for 2 again. Gonna put Spencer down to 12. And I think Emil's gonna be playing a Dolphin Void Walker here. Yes, indeed.
Untap.
I called it Orzhov midrange, but it's more like Blackwood hand control. Which I guess could be, or I don't know. Would you argue that hand control is a mid-range deck or a control deck? I know control is in it, but you probably could make an argument for it to be mid-range, but who knows?
Your stuff gets exiled.
Draws the tower for turn.
Tower.
Got Tron online.
1 floating.
3 mana.
Spreading Seas clearing.
You do float a colorless, Spreading Seas on the silent clear. Yeah, silent clearing. Casting a Thoughtseize. Revealing 4 lands, not gonna do anything except for shocking Emil. What Gemstone Caverns?
Take 5.
It's kind of neat. Tax in for 5, so it goes to 7. So a Relic and Progenitus.
Floating 1. Play Relic. Hot Relic.
Probably, as I say, playing and immediately cracking it. Draw a card. The like nutty draw is Ugin the Spirit Dragon, but I don't know if you picked that up. If he drew Ugin, he could just like play the other Tron land for turn, the Ugin minus Ugin, potentially run away with the game.
Reveal my Spreading Seas.
Alright, he's going to repeal his own Spreading Seas, gets to draw a card.
Were those?
These are exiled by Relic. So Relic exiles itself, you don't sack it.
5 purchase tokens. Yeah, so at least 5. Or you can
Plays Island of Land for turn, floated 2 colors. Spreading Seas to Silent Clearing again. I wonder if Emil will respond this time.
I got 2 floating.
Spike. Hero with the lowest cost.
2 colors.
Alright, it's going to respond by pathing his own giver. Lets him go get a basic.
Sure.
Spreading Seas.
Okay. Trigger, I'll draw a card. Yeah, I'm assuming you're getting planes.
I imagine he's going to go get a swamp. That way he can play his,
Draw my card.
Yeah.
well, I mean, the planes make sense too, but it definitely gets a swamp.
Play map.
So it's plays an expedition map, passes the turn.
It's gonna be the most fun.
Shocks at a Godless Shrine here. Goes down to 11. Plays a Thoughtseize, goes down to 9. Gets to rip a Commit to Memory out of his hand.
That was not my first time playing Titan. So, embarrassed.
Excellent card to put in the Dolphin, or to put in the Dolphin pile.
We did okay. Yeah. I mean, I was very tired of that. It was like 2
You can only aftermath it from the graveyard. The aftermath, you can only.
Commit to Memory, if you don't know, is a split card where the commit half is 3 blue. It's 3 blue is an instant. Put target spell or non-land permanent into its owner's library, second from the top. And then the memory effect is Aftermath. Cast the spell only from your graveyard, then exile. Each player shuffles his or her hand in the graveyard into their library, then draw 7 cards. So, kind of like a Fairy Tuck, and then a, I almost said Wheel of Fortune, Time Twister
That's the end of my turn.
from the graveyard. Spence did draw Ugin. However, unfortunately, if he cast Ugin, Emil could just sacrifice the Dolphy to commit it, and then I think he has lethal. Yeah, he has lethal on the backswing.
Advance the dark. It's dark now. You have to start with
Plays a Tron land for turn. Goes to cast Ugin. Emil will take a second to read Ugin. And then, yeah, sacrifices that Dolphy Voidwalker. Cast Commit. The commit will then return to the Dolphy Wild, or Dolphy Pile, because there's 2 Dolphys.
I was gonna say, you want to kill this?
Doesn't get exiled? It's exiled because I have another one.
Yeah.
Victory points. Or
Here you go.
Or there is another Dolphy on the board, but...
Section 5.
Alright, and then Kraken for 5, and that's going to be game 3 going to Emil. Emil's going to take it 2-1 with Orzhov hand control / mid-range against mono blue Tron. Thank you for watching, folks. Have a great rest of your day.
What? Are you curious about
What the split card was? Commit.
commit memory? So you can like do a little Teferi Big Tuck, and then it's Time Twister on the other side. You mostly just play it because it's a 4 mana deal with any permanent card that sometimes just randomly turns into like I Mind Slaver locked you and now I'm gonna like just end the game now.
I like your deck a lot.